am Joanne Cunningham, the chair of the Albany County Legislature, and our first order of business is a very exciting snowplow naming contest that the legislature undertook. On December 11th, the Albany County Legislature Majority Office launched its inaugural snowplow naming contest, which has garnered so much attention and interest from the public. And it makes a lot of sense because it's not only a lot of fun, but one of the reasons that the majority staff wanted to do the contest was to call attention to the fact that plowing the county roads is a very important public safety initiative that our Public Works Department does so capably. And in this day and age, it's a really good reminder that county services are everywhere you look in Albany County, including and especially in our Department of Public Works. So showcasing the fact that we do this public service by highlighting our snowplows and all of the good work that they did, and they were very busy over the past few days, obviously, is a really important priority for us. When we launched this, we had more than 280 submissions with over 2,100 votes cast, and from this group, 7 names were selected to join the county's prestigious snowplow fleet. I want to thank our county exec, Dan McCoy, and the Department of Public Works, who had representatives who served as judges, along with 3 legislators, Bill Ricard, who is the chair of our Public Works Committee, our deputy Democratic Majority Leader, Lynn Lakakis, also served as a judge, and our Legislative Black Caucus Chairwoman, Carolyn McLaughlin. All of our judges are up here in the front of the room, as well as the winners. And with that, I will turn it over to, I believe, one of our legislator judges who will take it from here.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. I appreciate all the efforts of the DPW workers. As everybody saw this weekend, it was a challenging snowstorm, and whether it's at the state level, the county level, or the municipal level, or the cities and towns, it's a very difficult, a lot of times, DPW workers don't get the recognition for whatever reasons they deserve. And I can tell you, it's a very challenging endeavor to operate snowplow, to dig a ditch, to work in summer is actually challenging too when you're out in that hot blacktop. So it is really appreciated. So with that said, I think we'll move forward and talk about who the winners are. Is everybody okay with that? So the first individual will be goes by the name of Snow Squatch. It's a really cool name. And the individual submitted that was Craig DeCrosta from Albany, New York.
Our next winner is Plowsaurus. And we just want to know that just as we continue to talk about how important it is to watch out for school buses, we need people to watch out for snowplows as well. So if you see one, stop, give it all the reverence it needs in the road, and wait until you're instructed to go around. So just play it safe with Plowsaurus.
Our next is Excelsior. That's we judged without attribution, so we just were given the 2,100 names, and we all had to whittle them down from there. So I didn't have any idea, but that was my favorite. Congratulations.
Yeah, we found so. Okay, the next one on the list is Frost Byrne. He's a Goodrich, a 40-year county employee. He's going to want some.
Take that some
Okay.
Congratulations. Empire Plaza. Melissa Baker from Gilderland. to say that I really want to thank everyone for taking the time to do this. This is one of those fun things. We have to deal with so much serious stuff that's going on, and it's nice to just pull back for a minute and just have some fun with life as we know it. So congratulations to everybody. And your prizes are out in the hall. No. Thank you so
And we've
much.
got, and I'll reiterate what Dr. McLaughlin just said. It's very important that we take a lot of things very seriously, but this is a fun thing, and it's very important for the individuals that you get some recognition. You guys do an awesome job. It's really appreciated. So, with that said, the last one on the list here is Sleet and Salty. Peter Sheffling from Albany, New York.
This is the excitement here. We'd like to invite you to come. Some of the plows will be participating in the St. Patrick's Day Parade, and so we'd like you all to come along and walk with them, or walk near them, or possibly even ride on one. I'm not certain. That'll be March 25th.
March 15th.
March 15th, I'm sorry, 2025.
Truck will be named in the next week or so. Names on the trucks, we'll get pictures out to everybody.
Sweet, thank you very much.
Oh, sure, yeah, that's a good idea. You guys are naturals at this. All right, here we go, folks. Good. Anybody else need a photo? So we need one more?
Thank you again to the staff and all the work in our snowplow contest. Very, very exciting stuff. Okay, next up with our proclamations that we will be handing out. Our first proclamation recognizes Bill Clay, who recently resigned as a longtime, very valued member of this body. He formerly was obviously a county legislator serving the County of Albany, the City of Albany, and also served as the first chair and one of the leaders and one of the catalysts in the creation of the Legislative Black Caucus. Bill served in the county legislature for 2 decades and played a pivotal role in all kinds of policy and advocacy and programmatic initiatives that benefited our county. We would like to tonight recognize his service. He retired at the end of the year, at the end of 2024, and we wish him well in his next fulfilling chapter, and we do wish him a very, very healthy retirement. Bill's son, Michael, is here to accept this proclamation on his behalf, and I would invite Dr. McLaughlin to come up to also make some remarks.
I just in his public service faithfully. He is revered as someone who understands how to marry both government and faith to make sure that the needs of people, no matter where they are being met. And there's so many things that sometimes people do things and we forget, and you don't realize what someone has done. Mr. Clay was one of the first black Capitol Police officers for New York State and established the New York State's NWBE program. And his commitment to justice and opportunity has left an indelible mark on New York State. Though he couldn't be here with us today, we are proud to have his son, who followed in his footsteps in terms of leading MWBE programs for the Dormitory Authority, and has recently retired from that as well. But you know, like father, like son. And I really appreciate you being here tonight, and we want you to send our best regards to Mr. Clay and let him know that, you know, we miss his presence, but we know when we stand up to say something, we have to say, what would Mr. Clay say? And I wanted to let Frank, a longtime friend and colleague of his, to also have some remarks.
Well, I've known Bill for quite a few years. As a matter of fact, he took a seat out there in the pine bush, and everybody said, Frank, I don't think he could win. I said, Bill's gonna win. I said, and they looked at me like I was crazy. Bill went door to door, every person, regardless of party affiliation. He was like a family fixture out there to the residents. I can remember one time I had given him some literature to bring out to the constituency out there, and that weekend we got about 15 inches of snow. So I called them up and no answer on the phone. I said, where could Bill be? Sure enough, I drove out there, and going into one of the cul-de-sacs, I see Bill's car, no other tracks in the area, and sure enough, those foot tracks were Bill's. He went out, he dropped that literature, and that's the kind of person Bill was. He did not leave it behind and say, well, there's 15 inches of snow, we don't know what we're gonna do. He went out, he did his job, and he did it well. And all the residents out there appreciated having Bill for the 20 years that he did serve out there. There's just nothing that Bill didn't do with this legislative body here. He's covered it all. He's been there when we needed him, and he's certainly going to be missed. Not just here, but many, many other duties he had in the community outside of being a county legislator. He's already been missed, and we wish Bill well. I talked to him several weeks ago. His son had come by my house. Bill was with him. He was the Bill that Bill was. He's waited, talked, and we're going to certainly miss him. Thank you all.
Thank you.
First of all, I'd like to thank Chairwoman Carolyn, Frank, and all the other legislators. My father enjoyed, let me rephrase that, loved the opportunity to serve the residents of the County of Albany and the City of Albany, in fact. My father absolutely enjoyed doing public service work, as evidenced by his 50-plus years of service to this community and also to the state of New York. He wishes he could be here, but he couldn't. He asked me to step in, and I just want to tell you all thank you for your support for him over the years. It didn't matter to him what side of the aisle you were on, because for him, it was the people of this county that were most important and of this state. So again, thank you all for your help, your friendship, and my father appreciates it. Thank you all.
Thank you, Michael. Really appreciate those words, and Frank, thank you so much, and of course, Carolyn. Next up, we do have a proclamation this evening to be presented to Maria and Roger Markowitz. They are two outstanding community advocates who have made significant strides in housing stability and local progress through their work with United Tenants. Their ongoing commitment to the Community Development Alliance, Housing for All, and other coalitions continues to support social and economic justice and working to improve the lives of Albany County residents. And I just want to thank you both for all of your work in recent months to help the county develop out our housing initiatives. Really greatly appreciate that. And Carolyn, you're up. You're going to say a few words? Okay, and here we go.
I served on the Albany Common Council for several years, and during that time, Roger was a fixture at every meeting, talking about housing issues, tenants' rights in the city of Albany. That was many years ago, and he's still fighting the good fight. He and Maria, they, as founders of United Tenants, continuing to work with the Land Trust, anything that has to do with housing, you will find their names attached to it. Anything that has to do with making sure that individuals are given the opportunity for fair, affordable housing, rents that are stable, and rents that are reasonable for residents of the city of Albany, they are at the forefront of that discussion. And it is an honor, it is a real honor to be able to stand here with you and to recognize you for all the work you have done over so many years. Because there are many people who would still be on the street were it not for you. There are many people who would not be able to house their children and their families if it were not for the work that the two of you have done and continue to do. You could give a master class on what it means to vote and to support housing initiatives in a city like the city of Albany. And today, it's even more important than ever. So what you have done will always have value. And every opportunity that we get to hear your voice to do that, we're going to take advantage of it. And I'm so happy that the legislature saw fit to honor you and your wife tonight, because there's so much that's going on that is going on because of the work that you've done. And we say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Roger wants to.
My voice is very hoarse. I apologize.
Right here.
My voice is very hoarse, so I'll keep it real brief. But we really want to thank you for the response that the county has given to the Community Land Trust, to United Tenants, the Affordable Housing Partnership, the Community Loan Fund, and the other organizations that work together at 255 Orange Street. And Valerie Alexander Mosley, former board president, and now working on the gun violence prevention program through the Land Trust and the Affordable Housing Partnership. Herb McLaughlin, who's our current board president, been with us for a long time. Let's see, is Wanda Willingham here? Well, Wanda's been a real supporter too for a long time. So, Joanne, thank you very much for the work the county is doing. Hope we can do more of it. Sue Cotner is, I understand, has spoken very highly of you, and looking forward to working with you. So, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do what Roger says.
One of our first home buyers, Dr. Lorenzo.
Thank you.
For everybody who's familiar with George Bailey on The Wonderful Life, this is George Bailey and Modern Love.
Thank you. Thanks. You. No, not yet. So we'll do that later. Okay, moving on. Our final proclamation of the evening honors Adam Evans, who is the president of South Colony Softball. He is being recognized for his exceptional dedication to athletic growth and his promotion of sports in the Capital Region. In 2024, Mr. Evans was named President of the Year for his contributions to the South Colony girls softball team. And I would invite our minority leader, Frank Moriello, and Ryan Conway up to present the proclamation, along with Mr. Adam Evans.
Adam, congratulations. Last year, when my office told me that you had won this award, we really didn't know what it meant. When we found out that Stack Sports is one of the largest companies serving youth athletics in our nation, powering every aspect of sports from kids eager to learn the game to the parents and volunteers who dedicate their time to grow sports in our communities. It's a great honor to be recognized as their President of the Year. Adam, you really deserved it. I've seen you in action with the South Colony girls over in the West Albany Park. It's amazing what you do. Before, I'm going to read some of this proclamation because I think it's important for people to understand the importance of this award he's received. But before I do that, you got to remember that softball is a team sport. It is not just a sport with one individual like track and field. It's a team sport. So you've got a number of people behind you that are a part of that team that help you and make you the person that you are. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to call some of the members up here from South Colony Girls Softball and have them come up and be recognized as well. And so I'd like to call up Amanda and Neil Franzi and Kyle Horan, Brian Donnelly, Nicole DeSale, Carissa Charton, and Stacy Evans. Are you all here? Kevin Kevin? He has to go to practice, right? Oh, okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read some of this just so everybody understands. South Colony Girls Softball has established itself as a model program in Albany County, instilling traits of sportsmanship, teamwork, and confidence in hundreds of young players in the years since its inception. Adam Evans, in his capacity as president of this organization, has made a profound impact on the program's continued success, devoting significant effort to ensuring its prolonged efficiency and meaningful growth. Stack Sports is a national company with a mission of empowering student athletes at all levels by providing software and tools to help develop skills and maximize participation. The annual Stack Sports MVP Awards are presented to players, coaches, and administrators and executives across the country for outstanding achievements on and off the field. Stack Sports receives over 1,000 nominations. That's important to understand, over 1,000 nominations for their 2024 MVP Awards, designating only a single winner in each category. President Adam Evans has been named the President of the Year for his devotion and contributions overseeing operations of South Colony Girls Softball in 2024. This level of esteemed recognition stands as a testament to the leadership abilities, innovation, and professionalism of President Adams and sets an inspirational example across Albany County. Now, therefore, be that the Albany County Legislature pauses in its deliberations to honor President Adam Evans for his admirable dedication to the athletic improvements of his commitment to promoting sports in the capital region and especially to South Colony Girls Softball. Adam, congratulations. Thank you very much. What I would also like to do is the other legislators from South Colony, see Mark is here, and I'd like to have Ellen come up if she's here, and Patty as well. Get the legislators from South Colony up here. Adam, would you like to say a few words? Sure.
Thanks very much, Frank. I really appreciate this proclamation. It means a lot to me. I'd like to personally thank you, as well as Legislator Conway, Rosano, for all of their help with the league, which is a lot. All of the legislators from South Colony really appreciate this achievement. And more importantly as well, I'd like to also thank these folks up here who, I mean, really, as you mentioned, Frank, we've done this as a team and certainly wouldn't be standing here without their help and assistance. So just really appreciate this award and everything that you've done for the league. And just thank you. Thank you. I really Frank, thank you.
Right, right. I think so. Yeah. evening, everyone, and welcome. I'm Joanne Cunningham, the Chair of the Albany County Legislature. The rules of the Albany County Legislature allow for a period of public comment before our monthly meetings. Our rules prohibit members of the public from questioning legislators and prohibit us from questioning you. This is your time to speak and our time to listen. In accordance with our rules of order, speakers will be allowed 3 minutes each, and I ask everyone to please silence their cell phones. Clerk, please call the roll.
Alex. Beston. Bergdorf. Clary. Collins. Camiso. Conway. Cunningham.
Here.
Demolowitz. Drake. Efacoro. Ethier. Feeney. Fine. Grimm. Andrew Joyce. Ray Joyce. Kuhn. Lane. Larilliard. Lakakis. Lockhart. Muriello. Mayo. McLaughlin. Miller. Petto. Purley. Pulaski. Reedy. Reinhardt. Ricard. Robinson. Rosano. Simpson. Smith. Whalen. Willingham. I have 29 present.
Thank you. Clerk, please read the name of the first speaker.
Carol Waterman.
Hi, everybody. Since this is Black History Month, I thought it would be a good time to do an update on reparations. Actually, I would have done it anyway. Okay. As you know from me and other sources, the New York State Commission on Reparations Remedies has been conducting public hearings all around the state. I think Albany may be the last one. Anyway, you don't need to write this down because you're going to be sent from me all these details. And nobody writes anything down anymore except us old people who still have pencils and pens. Anyway, but it will be this Saturday the 15th from 10 to 2 at the Renaissance Hotel on State Street. And you will be sent, if you haven't already, all these details. Now, you can sign up to speak, and I'm thinking they might let you speak even if you didn't sign up in advance. And, okay, here we go. I'm hoping that white people will show up. Now, I did not become an overnight racist, okay? I'm asking that because, you know, I, of course, checked out one of those public hearings, just randomly picking one, which turned out to be Buffalo. And all of the speakers were black. Now, they were wonderful, and it was exciting to listen to them, but white people need to get involved. White people, we're the ones who benefit every day from slavery, and we need to pay our debt. So please show up. Transparency is something I wanted to speak about for a while. This has become an issue in many ways. We could start with when something is open for applications or for signing up in one way or another. Many times I've heard, as you probably have too, but nobody signed up. That's
30 seconds.
Okay, they don't know about it. All right, let me go on to anti-tobacco stuff, which those of you who've been here a long time know I've talked about often for 12 years. And I learned actually from the Times Union article that Guilderland was getting a $13,000 grant for prevention. And I learned much more about other places they were getting it.
Time.
I learned from Mark Grimm, and yeah, I'm wrapping it up. But who decided this? Who got it? You probably know I'm one of the better informed people around here about anti-tobacco stuff. I didn't know about this. And yeah, who decided this? I don't know. Do you? Thank you.
Tom Flynn.
Evening. My name's Tim Flynn. Few of you know me, most of you don't. For the last 18 and a half years, it's been my privilege and honor to be one of your deputy sheriffs. I have to say, after hearing the proclamations that were read here this evening, I feel petty even standing here. But I'm here at the request of my coworkers, and I'm not going to let them down. So I have been asked to read an email that I wrote last November that I never got a reply to. Good afternoon. I'm one of the deputy sheriffs assigned to the courthouse who is impacted by the holiday time decision. I worked 10 holidays and used time to take off 12 others during the period in question. We've been told that we would be made whole in the near future, but this is only rumor. I was hoping for some information from a reliable source. Thank you for your time, Tim Flynn. On November 20th, 2024, I sent that to Commissioner Clement at Human Resources. I still haven't gotten a response. If anybody isn't aware of what that's about, and you probably aren't because you have a lot of other things to deal with. In 2022, the long-standing practice of deputy sheriffs assigned to the courthouse having paid holidays was arbitrarily ended, and we took the matter to PERB. They took 2 years to render a decision after arbitration. They found in our favor that it shouldn't have been ended. This was a practice that predates me by a good number of years. And I've been here 18 and a half years, as I said. So, PERB directed the HR to reinstitute paid holidays for the deputies assigned to the courthouse and to make us whole for the wages and benefits that we lost as a result of that 2-year period. The first has been done. The second has not been done. And any attempt to get any information from HR as to when this might happen, as I said, no response. Thank you.
Tom Ellis.
Well, good evening, everybody. How you doing? Tom Ellis, I live on North Pine Ave in the city of Albany. I wish you all a happy new year, and I hope you're enjoying the winter weather, and I hope you're enjoying Black History Month. I congratulate the county for your work with the College of St. Rose campus. It is my hope that at least one of the dorms or some of the houses can be used to provide some truly affordable housing for people. And many renters are being squeezed out of housing due to Airbnbs, soaring real estate prices, poverty, and other factors. And you may have heard or seen that a recent report, I think yesterday, indicated that the rate of the rate of poverty among seniors in the United States, I think, increased 30% in the last decade. Okay? Just switching subjects here. I support the recent executive order of the County Executive, Dan McCoy, halting for 90 days the agricultural use of biosolids, also called sewage sludge, within the county. Sewage sludge contains a wide variety of toxic materials, and that is best kept away from farmlands. Sludge contains mercury, lead, pharmaceuticals, PFAS, forever chemicals, microplastics, pathogens, and perhaps even radioactive materials. You may be aware that the state of Maine banned sewage sludge, also, banned the use of sewage sludge as fertilizers in the year 2022. Some farmers in Maine can no longer farm their land because the land is so contaminated from sludge and the poisons that are in it. So we live in an era of high pollution. Microplastic particles are in the air, the water, the foods, animals, and in people. Recent studies are showing that they're in human brains, okay? Some people used to say that what you don't know can't hurt you. I don't think that was ever true, and it certainly isn't true now. It's never been less true. We need competent government more than we've ever needed it before because of all of the pollution and the invisible or nearly invisible poisons. The state government has for decades ignored the science about sludge hazards, and it encourages its use on farmlands and even goes to court to try to impose it. The federal government is likely to be of little use or little help for us on poisonous issues during the next few years.
30 seconds.
Thank you. The county must take the lead, and I am glad that it has. Finally, I encourage you, switching subjects again, to use your influence with the Albany Common Council. Urge the city to reverse the decision made last winter to begin putting fluorides in the city water supply. 2 reports from the National Institute of Health's National Toxicology Program in the last year establish a link between water fluoridation and reduced IQs in newborn infants. A federal judge last September cited the first of these reports and concluded that water fluoridation presents an unreasonable risk to human health. Thank you very much.
Mike McGlynn.
Hi, how are you? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mike McGlynn. I'm from Waterville. Thank you for permitting me to express my concerns for public health and nutritional food supplies during our global warming emergency. A January 2025 Federal Reserve Board report indicated nonprofit social service agencies such as emergency food relief organizations face high demand amidst uncertain about future funding. The 2022 Albany County Climate Resilience Plan identifies flooding and heat as climate risks of county agricultural systems with commodity income slightly higher than operational cost. The County Agriculture and Farmland Protection Plan and the County Climate Resilience Plan mention the Critical Farm Program for agricultural district farm easements secured with a Critical Farm Revolving Loan Program. Will you consider discussing with agricultural district farmers their cooperation with the Patroon Farmland Foundation and the Northeast Regional Food Bank to lease farmland through the County Critical Farm Program for contracted production of local, safe food supplies with emergency food relief organizations of school districts and municipalities? Easements of farmland acres for contracted production and delivery of fruits and vegetables to school food pantries, senior citizen centers, and nonprofit emergency shelters can increase food supply needs of our neighbors. The Greenhouse Lighting and Systems Engineering Consortium of Cornell University, RPI, and NYSERDA assist with the development of controlled environment agricultural greenhouses and green chamber facilities. The Controlled Environment Agriculture Industries CEA Works educational program could be included in BOCES and SUNY career and technical education programs. Agriculture and food service workforce development with certification and apprenticeship programs
30 seconds.
for nursery managers, agricultural HVAC system workers, integrated pest management specialists, food safety inspectors, beginning farmers, and culinary food service managers can benefit emergency food relief organizations and our neighbors. Currently, federal government budget uncertainties and the environmental global warming conditions will continue to affect local government constitutional powers to protect our public health and human rights of life. Thank you.
There are no more speakers.
Okay, is there anyone else in the chamber who wishes to speak? Come on up.
Good evening, everyone. As you probably already know, I'm Patricia Sibilia with the League of Women Voters of Albany County. I have two quick things. The first is that you guys are so good, but unfortunately the agenda is not posted on today's agenda is not posted on the website. So if someone could, I checked it. So somebody could forward it to me so I could follow today's meeting, that'd be great.
There's an agenda over there.
Oh, never mind, it's there. The second thing is that, particularly what's going on in today's national climate, I'm a person who's very focused on local. You can do so much more at the local level, and those are the things that impact you most directly. Voters' vote counts so much more at the local level, and the people who represent you are your neighbors. So with that, I just wanted to let you know that the League is going to do a program that is in concert with SUNY Albany Rockefeller College, as well as the New York State for Open Government, on a whole thing about educating the public on local government. So mark your calendar for March 27th at 6:30. It will be a Zoom session, and we expect to try and engage most of the state with it as well. We really believe that understanding local government and how you can play a part in that is extremely important. Thanks so much.
Is there anybody else in the chamber who wishes to speak? I also will just note that we did have an IT issue with the posting of the agenda, so thank you, Patricia. Okay, the public forum is now closed. Before we call tonight's meeting to order, we have a post-public forum personnel committee meeting that will take place in the back corner, and we will meet right after that meeting adjourns. Okay, I'd like to call this meeting to order, our legislative meeting of February 10th, 2025. I'd like to start us off with the Pledge of Allegiance. Can folks take a seat? And in honor of Black History Month, I would invite our Legislative Black Caucus members and all of us who support the mission of the LBC, including and especially our support for diversity, equity, inclusion activities in the county and other activities. I would just say it would be nice if all of the LBC would lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, I'd ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Alex. Beston. Bergdorf. Clary. Collins. Camisso. Conway. Cunningham.
Here.
Demolowitz. Drake. Efacoro. Ethier. Feeney. Fine. Grimm. Andrew Joyce. Ray Joyce. Kuhn. Lane. LaRilliard. Lakakis. Lockhart. Mariello. Mayo. McLaughlin. Miller. Petto. Purley. Plosky. Reedy. Reinhardt. Ricard. Robinson. Rosano. Simpson. Smith. Whalen. Willingham. 30 present.
Okay, and as we regularly do when we have appointments, before we take up previous business, I'd like to entertain a motion to take items 40, 43, 47, and 48 out of order. Can I have a motion by Legislator Alex, second by Ms. Lakakis? All those in favor of taking resolutions 40, 43, 47, and 48 out of order? All those in favor? Any opposed? Any abstentions? We will take those items out of order. Clerk, please read Resolution 40.
Appointing a county legislator to represent the 12th Legislative District.
Mr. Feeney.
Thank you, Madam Chair. We're excited to announce the appointment of Danielle Gillespie to represent District 12. With a career dedicated to government operations and public service, Danielle brings a wealth of experience and a deep commitment to Albany County. As City Clerk of Albany, Danielle played a pivotal role in modernizing government processes and enhancing public accessibility. In her current role as Director of Vital Statistics and Local Registrar, she has streamlined operations, improved customer service, and strengthened community engagement. Danielle's expertise in organizational efficiency and public service makes her a valuable addition to the legislature of District 12.
Ms. Willingham?
I rise to second the motion on Ms. Gillespie. We realize that she has large shoes to fill here with the retirement of Bill Clay. But the one thing that we do know is that we have arrived, we came to the conclusion with this individual that she is not only the right person for this job, but well qualified and will do us all proud. We are happy to accept her, one, as a member of our Legislative Black Caucus, but also of a member of this Albany County Legislature.
Thank you. Mr. Graham?
Thank you, Madam Chair. As you recall, last month, our gentleman here from Miami was being appointed. I suggested we'd have a resume or some background, so and you said sure and agreed to send the resume, and that never came. And now what has happened this time, I contacted the chief of staff and said, for this appointment, can we have some background information? And I never heard back from her. I emailed your counsel, and she said this afternoon that no, they don't provide resumes for legislators. Have we changed policy? Because I think any appointment we ever vote on, there should be background information on the appointee. Do you agree with that, my position?
Duly noted. Thank you, Mr. Graham.
So,
We don't typically distribute legislators or proposed legislators' resumes. I'm sure you can find them on LinkedIn, though.
At the last meeting, you agreed with me, and you agreed to send.
I was mistaken. Thank you,
This
Mr.
is your
Graham.
position, then?
That's my position. Thank you, Mr.
There are
Graham.
some appointees that you don't provide. that
We
we're
don't
voting on?
typically offer legislator bios. No, we don't.
Well, certainly, for any appointee that the legislature is asked to vote on, there should be background information. I think that's pretty basic. And this is what a lack of transparency looks like.
Thank you, Mr. Graham. Ms. McLaughlin.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. Graham, I'm going to help you a little bit this evening. Just in case you don't have enough information about Ms. Gillespie, who we are appointing this evening.
Should be provided in the paperwork.
I got my own paperwork, and I have my own experience with Ms. Danielle Gillespie, and I do believe that you will be well served yourself to have such a colleague as the person that is being put in place this evening to fill the shoes of this seat in the 12th district. She would not be there if it were not for the reputation that she has, the experience that she has, the wealth of information and the vetting that she has gone through by members of this community, by members of the 12th Ward, by Mr. Clay himself, who she is replacing. And if you take the time to look at the work that she's done for the city of Albany, this is all public information. Whether you have a piece of paper in front of you or not, you will be well served. This body will be well served by having an individual such as this, an African-American woman who has served not just Albany County, not just the city of Albany, but has served the state of New York and is bringing her expertise to this body. We will only grow as a result of her being a part of this body. And I think that you will see this in short order that she is going to make a contribution. I appreciate your questions, and you have a right to ask them. But I just want to help you tonight so that you don't have to go home feeling that you have voted or not voted, but because you do have a right not to vote tonight if you don't want to support her, that's okay. But I do believe that there will be enough votes in here to move her forward. But I believe that when you go home tonight, you can have confidence that this woman is going to contribute to the body and not detract from the Albany County Legislature. Thank you very much.
Mr. Ethier.
Yes, thank you, Mr. I just wanted, these people forgot, the only thing we do is take the board's choices. The only thing we can do is either accept or put it down, but we can't put anybody forward. So with that in mind, I'd like to call for a vote. She is the party's choice, and that's sufficient.
Thank you. Mr. Grimm again.
Yes, for rebuttal. My remarks have nothing to do with the appointees. This is about our legislative process. Whenever we have an appointee before us, should there be background information? The answer certainly should be yes. And I intend to vote for the nominee tonight. But this has nothing to do with the nominee. This is about a procedure, and I'm disappointed that we haven't guaranteed the members that we're going to have background information for any appointee we have, whether they be potential legislators or not.
Thank you, Mr. Purley.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Just to Mr. Ethier's comment, I appreciate that, but the party's choice, is it the Conservative Party, Republican Party? I was elected by Republicans, Democrats, Conservatives to cast votes. I appreciate Mr. Grimm's comment that the more information we can have, the more transparent, the better. I appreciate Ms. McLaughlin's support for the nominee. I too will be voting yes, but not because any party says this is what we do. we have an obligation to vote on the merits of an individual, and we need information. Thank you for the information. That's all I have to say.
Chairman.
Thank you.
Colleague, I've been elected 46 years by Democrats and Conservatives, so I don't know what part that plays. The fact is, she's coming from the Democratic committee, coming through Jane's chair, coming through the leadership. She's the Democratic Party's choice. I don't know if she was endorsed by Conservatives, like you said you are, and I know I have been for 46 years. So put that aside. I think it's just political record, that's all. I've been here all these years, there's never any questions we put forward. Whoever the party, even from the Republicans, when you have a replacement. Well, I shouldn't say that. The only time when you replace them, we generally turn them down to win elections.
Thank you. All those in favor of Resolution 40 signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? The resolution is passed. We invite Legislator Gillespie to the front with your family.
Ms. Gillespie's family can come up front, please, for the oath of office.
Congratulations, Legislator Gillespie. Woo! I don't know whose phone that is. If you're missing a phone from all those pictures, any of the family, any of Danielle's family, we have someone's iPhone up here. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Clerk, please mark Legislator Gillespie as present for the roll. And also, we had Ms. Willingham who came in late, so please mark her as well. Clerk, please read Resolution 43.
Designating February 2025 as African American History Month in Albany County.
I would invite Legislator McLaughlin to come up and say a few words, please.
Could the members of the Black Legislative Caucus please join together under the front as we commemorate Black History Month for 2025? We all stand here today recognizing and hope that everyone in the room recognizes that although this is February 10th, this is Black History Month. And I hope that you have done something up to this point, and if not, as the month includes, that you will do something to commemorate Black History Month. The theme for this month, for this year, is Blacks in Labor. And whether you understand it or not, many of us, all of us that are sitting in this room that have the opportunity to pursue employment, economic development opportunities, do so on the backs of those who were part of the labor movement. A. Philip Randolph, William Bill Lucy, Madam C.J. Walker, and Dorothy Height, many others who fought the good fight to make sure that we were part of the opportunity to move into the middle class in this country. I'm a product of a union family. I know what it can do for you. I know what given proper access, well-deserved access to opportunities. And this is what you can see, leadership such as this, leadership such as out there that we see in front of us. Let you know that we are part of the labor movement in this country. We are a part of what has grown this country to be what it is today. And that if we were excluded, there would be so many things that you would not be enjoying today. I'm going to ask, and it's so exciting today to be able to, later on in the meeting, approve a new commissioner of human resources for Albany County on Black History Month celebration tonight. I think it's just so appropriate that we have the opportunity to, again, approve an African-American woman who will lead Albany County's mission for improving labor opportunities here in Albany County. So I'm excited about that. My colleagues here, we all have done great work to get where we are here today. This is not something that we take lightly. It's not, we understand that we have an obligation to make sure that opportunities continue to exist because we stand on the shoulders of so many people who have fought so that we could stand where we stand. We have an obligation to make sure that others who come behind us will have the same opportunities and more, especially in light of what we are being confronted with by the President of the United States of America. We have an obligation here in Albany County to make sure that we get it right, we keep doing it right. And I'm going to ask as Deputy Chair of the Legislature and co-founder of the Black Legislative Caucus, I'm going to ask Wanda Willingham to share her comments as well on this issue and the fact that of what Black history and the blacks in the labor movement means to her. So what I will say is I do believe my colleague here who is the first black, first female to head up the American Legion Post, which has never been headed by a woman or by a guy. And I can say that she was unanimously voted into that position and has been able to carry on the duties and the responsibilities for the veterans of that post. I just want to thank everybody for being here today. Please, as you go forward in this month, please do something that lets people know that you understand the significance of the labor movement and the contribution that African Americans have made in this community. And we also want to remind you that we continue to have a food drive until February 18th. As you all know, you've been hearing about the lack of food, the shortage at the regional food bank. We've got to do our part to make sure that people continue to have food to eat. There may be some people that are very close to you who may not have the opportunity to eat as well as you do. Let's do our part. There are many places around the city, around the county where you can deposit food. So thank you very much, and we so appreciate your attention. Thank you.
Thank you, and thanks to all the members of the LVC as well as the staff. They had an excellent Black History Month event a week ago that was well attended, very insightful, and a lot of work went into that, so appreciate that good work. Okay, all those in favor of Resolution 43 signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Resolution 43 is passed. Clerk, please read Resolution 47.
Confirming the appointment of the Albany County Attorney.
Mr. Jameson, are you in the room? All those in favor of Resolution number 47, appointing Jeff Jameson as the new county attorney, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Congratulations, Mr. Jameson. Clerk, please read Resolution 48.
Confirming the appointment of the Director of the Department of Human Resources and authorizing a waiver of the residency requirement for said position.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Resolution passes. Congratulations to our new Human Resources Commissioner, Emma Teague. Thank you so much, Emma. Clerk, please read Resolution 751.
Amending the Albany County Legislative Rules of Order.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. Please read Resolution 5.
Authorizing a utility easement agreement with Niagara Mohawk Power Corporation regarding the installation of utilities on property located at 51 South Pearl Street for the MVP Arena Parking Garage Solar Array Project.
Noting Mr. Ray Joyce's abstention, all those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Resolution passes. Resolution 6.
Authorizing a shared services agreement with the Department of Parks and Recreation and the municipalities in Albany County.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Resolution passes. Resolution 7.
Authorizing an agreement with Polydyne regarding the purchase of liquid managed polymer.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 8, please.
Authorizing a shared services agreement with the Water Purification District and the municipalities in Albany County.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 9, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Spring Electric regarding power upgrades and transformer replacement at the MVP Arena.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. Please read 10.
Authorizing a shared services agreement with the Department of General Services and the municipalities in Albany County.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 11, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Cretin Manning Engineering regarding construction inspection services for the County Route 405 over 8 Mile Creek Culvert Replacement Project.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 12, please.
Authorizing an agreement with New York State Department of Transportation regarding design and right-of-way incidental services for the Albany Shaker Road Corridor Enhancement Project.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 13, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Creighton Manning Engineering regarding design and right-of-way incidental services for the Albany Shaker Road Corridor Enhancement.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 14, please.
Authorizing the acquisition of 3 easements related to the new Carner Road Corridor Improvement Project.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 15, please.
Authorizing a shared services agreement with the Department of Public Works and the municipalities within Albany County.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 16.
Amending Resolution Number 332 for 2024 regarding a supplemental agreement with Claw Harbor and Associates.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 17.
Authorizing a licensing agreement with the town of Bethlehem regarding a connector path between the Cherry Avenue Extension, multi-use path, and the Albany County Helderberg-Hudson Rail Trail.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 18.
Authorizing an agreement with Parsons Child and Family Center regarding the participants achieving thorough hard work program.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 19.
Amending the 2025 Department of Children, Youth, and Families budget, salary adjustments.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 20, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Lehona Academy for Youth for the provision of foster care services.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 21, please.
Authorizing an agreement regarding the Healthy Families Home Visiting Program.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 22.
Authorizing an interdepartmental agreement between the Department for Children, Youth, and Families and the Albany County Probation Department.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 23, please.
Authorizing an agreement with the New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation and amending the 2025 Department of Economic Development, Conservation, and Planning budget.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 24.
Authorizing an agreement with the New York State Energy Research and Development Authority regarding the Clean Energy Communities Program and amending the 2025 Albany County budget.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 25.
Authorizing a renewal agreement with Braun Media regarding media and marketing services for the Shaker Place Rehabilitation and Nursing Center.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 26.
Authorizing a lease agreement with T-Mobile Northeast regarding wireless communication equipment at Shaker Place Rehabilitation and Nursing Center.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 27.
Authorizing an agreement with the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services regarding sexual assault services program funding.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 28.
Authorizing the settlement of a lawsuit.
Long roll call, please.
Alex. Bergdorf. Camiso. Conway. Cunningham.
Yes.
Drake. Efacoro. Ethier. Feeney. Fine. Gillespie. Grimm. Joyce, Andrew Joyce. Ray Joyce. Coon. Lane. LaRilliard. Lakakis. Lockhart. Mariello. Mayo. McLaughlin. Miller. Purley. Plosky. Ricard. Robinson. Rosano. Smith. Whalen. Willingham. Unanimous.
Resolution passes. 29, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Information Management Associates regarding patient and billing software at the Department of Mental Health.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 30, please.
Authorizing an agreement with Second Chance Opportunities regarding recovery and support services.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 31.
Adopting the revised Albany County Fire and Mutual Aid Plan.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 32.
Amending the 2025 Sheriff's Office budget.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 33.
Authorizing an agreement with the New York State Department of Homeland Security and Emergency Services regarding the 2024 Emergency Management Performance Grant and amending the 2025 Sheriff's Office budget.
Noting the abstention of Mr. Andrew Joyce, all those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 34.
Authorizing agreements with participating municipalities regarding advanced life support services.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 35.
Authorizing agreements with participating municipalities regarding emergency medical technician services.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 36.
Amending the 2025 Sheriff's Office budget.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 37, please.
Requesting authorization to cancel certain unenforceable delinquent tax liens against 562 Clinton Avenue located within the city of Albany.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 38.
Authorizing the release of right of reverter and re-entry of title to 26 Trinity Place, City of Albany.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 39.
Amending the 2025 Department of Human Resources budget.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 41, please.
Public hearing on proposed local law number R for 2024, a local law of the County of Albany, New York, amending the Albany County Charter, and local law number 8 for 1993 as amended to incorporate certain units of county government.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 42, please.
Public hearing on proposed local law number S for 2024, a local law of the County of Albany, New York, amending the Albany County Charter, and local law number 8 for 1993 as amended to adjust the monetary threshold of the Board of Contract Administration.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. 44, please.
Amending Charter 364 of the Albany County Code to expand the Albany County flag policy.
This we're going to refer to the Law Committee. Number 45, please.
Creating a generative artificial intelligence policy working group to examine creating an Albany County generative artificial intelligence policy.
This we're also going to refer to law. 46, please.
amending the 2025 Albany County budget for the Albany County USA 250 Commission.
Referring this to Personnel and also the Audit and Finance Committee. And I think we are at our Rule 11 we have. We do have a Rule 11 at the desk. This is for an item that did not make the agenda. The resolution number 49 is regarding the appointment of Dennis Feeney to the Albany County IDA. Can I ask for a motion to introduce the resolution pursuant to Rule 11? Ms. Willingham, there's a second by Mr. Comiso. All those in favor of invoking Rule 11 signify by saying aye. Any opposed? We have invoked Rule 11. Clerk, please read resolution number 49.
Appointment of a member to the Albany County Industrial Development Agency.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Resolution passes. Congratulations, Mr. Feeney. Can I have a motion to adjourn? Motion by Mr. Kuhn, second by Ms. Lakakis. And all those in favor of adjourning? Thank you.
Andrew.